The upcoming 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S is an entirely new beast with an electric powertrain. This electric Wagoneer S is Jeep's first battery electric vehicle. Yep, it's the first electric model from Jeep. Therefore, this Wagoneer S symbolizes a new beginning for the brand. But don't be taken by its Wagoneer name only, because it's an entirely new vehicle based on Stellantis STLA Large platform that is going to be in most of the brand's future EV models. So what's new in the 2024 Wagoneer S EV? Well, in short, it will hit the showrooms in the well-equipped Launch Edition trim with its standard features including an all-wheel drive, a panoramic sunroof, 20-inch wheels, an illuminated 7-slot grille, a Macintosh audio, and plenty of techs, including 45 inches of the usable infotainment screen. But let's dive into deeper details. Meet Jeep's brand new 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S, the automaker's first global electric vehicle, which will have to perform strongly to make its place with all the current EUVs in the market. Not only does it have to prove that parent company Stellantis can do EVs right, but it also needs to explain why it's very late to the EV game, because Jeep's got quite a lot of ground to cover. First things first, it looks like a Jeep with its upright 7-slot grille and 20-inch wheels, which have the familiar Jeep fare, but it does lack a tailpipe. It certainly doesn't ignore the brand's legacy because they created a fully modern interpretation of the 7-slot grille, which is incorporated into a more aerodynamic profile. Its aerodynamic profile enhances the SUV's ability to slip through the air. In fact, Jeep claimed the Wagoneer S has a 0.29 coefficient of drag, making it the slickest Jeep design yet. This claimed drag is the lowest in brand history, helping the Wagoneer S Launch Edition achieve 300+ miles of stated range. Its unique dual rear roof and liftgate spoiler setup also help its aerodynamics along with its comparatively diminutive overall dimensions. However, it is pretty small in most measurements compared to the current mid-size Grand Cherokee, let alone the full-size Wagoneer. But there's still room for 5 passengers inside. Inside is where things get a little more Wagoneer-y. Even though the Wagoneer S is considerably smaller than the current gas-powered Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, it has many of those models' trademark design cues inside. These familiar cues include a twin-spoke, flat-bottomed wheel with red accent stitching that utilizes a new antimicrobial vinyl wrap, and heated and cooled seats, front and rear, with faux leather upholstery. All of that is combined with a blend of materials, including decorative metal appliques, which are used to highlight the cabin. The interior reflects the company's commitment to a modern aesthetic. Stellantis Chief Design Officer Ralph Gills said during the reveal event in New York City that wood was actually banned from the SUV because the company wants it to appeal to a younger generation that doesn't hold the material in as high regard. The 2024 Wagoneer S also marks the debut of electronic doors for the Jeep brand. That means instead of manual latches, you now use a soft touch button. Even for a small cabin, it has an ample amount of space. Front legroom measures 41.3 inches, which is the same as the Grand Cherokee. The second row also offers 30 inches to the GC's 31.8 inches. Moreover, the Wagoneer S has a small 3 cubic foot frunk, along with 30 cubic feet of cargo room behind the second row and 61 cubes with it folded, but both are smaller than the Grand Cherokee's cargo hold. Despite sharing a name with a full-size SUV, this isn't a huge vehicle. You can assume it's much closer to your typical 2-row crossover. Plus, the Wagoneer S 113-inch wheelbase puts it right in line with the Tesla Model Y and is within a few inches of the current Jeep Grand Cherokee in both wheelbase and its overall length. Since this SUV is on the smaller side, the towing capacity would also be less. The Wagoneer S EV is rated to tow a maximum of 3,400 pounds, which is significantly less than the 6,000 pound rating for the 2024 Grand Cherokee 4 XE Hybrid and the 6,200 pound rating for the regular Grand Cherokee. Since it's Jeep's first EV, the Wagoneer S has to be a tech showcase for the brand, and the lack of physical controls represents just that. The Wagoneer S comes with many of the modern features that one expects from an EV SUV. You can see a standard set of screens summing 45.0 inches of total display space headlines in the infotainment system. This includes a 12.3-inch instrument cluster, a 10.3-inch passenger screen with HDMI connectivity, and the center infotainment screen. Along with those, a 10.0-inch heads-up display is also standard. So are a 10.3-inch deployable lower climate control display and ambient interior illumination with 64 available colors. Jeep is continuing its exclusive partnership with Macintosh to provide high-end audio systems for its flagship cars. Therefore, the infotainment runs on the Uconnect 5 system and the premium Macintosh sound system. Other advanced tech features include a strong suite of safety features, such as blind spot warning, lane keeping assistance, front and rear cross-traffic alert, speed sign recognition, and a bunch of other driver assistance features. The 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S also gets Jeep's Active Driving Assist tech, which is a hands-free driving assistant that works up to 90 miles per hour and exclusively asks you to keep your eyes on the road as long as it's active. Let's discuss its performance details. It will be the first production vehicle built on Stellantis' dedicated STLA Large EV platform, so the Wagoneer S offers full-time four-wheel drive. Along with that, the Wagoneer S comes with two electric motors, with one drive unit mounted in the front and the other in its rear. These motors help the Wagoneer S deliver a combined output of 600 GP and 617 lb-ft of torque. According to the company's claims, the Wagoneer S will sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.4 seconds. The brand was also quick to point out that's 0.1 second quicker than its Grand Cherokee Trackhawk estimate. Apart from that, the front electric motor also features a disconnect function in order to reduce electricity consumption and increase the SUV's range. The Wagoneer S is still a Jeep, so low available traction and inclement weather are not allowed to spook this SUV, so Jeep's Select Terrain Traction Management System provides 5 distinct driving modes: Auto, Sport, Eco, Snow, and Sand. The performance is pretty lively according to the brand. Jeep claims the Wagoneer's torsional rigidity is 35% stiffer than the previous mid-size segment Jeep brand SUVs, such as their previous gen Grand Cherokee, and provides a superior ride, handling, and response to driver input. Well, let's be the judge of that once we get behind its wheel. The company also claims that the 2024 Wagoneer S will have a range of over 300 miles. The speed that truly matters is charging. Its 100.5 kWh lithium-ion battery uses a 400-volt electric architecture and is capable of charging from 20% to 80% in 23 minutes on a DC fast charger, according to the brand's claims. Moreover, Level 2 charging on a 240-volt circuit would take the battery from 5% to 80% in nearly 7 hours. The 2024 Wagoneer S is coming sooner than you think. It will make its way to dealerships this fall as a 2024 model year vehicle. The launch editions will be fully loaded and have a starting price of $71,995, including destination charges. Moreover, it's also worth noting that the Wagoneer S will qualify for the full $7,500 tax incentive, whether you lease or buy. Overall, this SUV joins the 2025 Ram 1500 REV as part of Stellantis' larger EV rollout. Plus, the normal car design philosophy that guides the pickup truck is applied here, too, since a lot of people with big families go for SUVs nowadays. Jeep is perhaps the automaker's strongest and most popular brand, so being extra picky about how the Wagoneer S looks, drives, and feels like a Jeep is obviously a priority. But in case the 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S is too sleek or small for your taste, Jeep has already hinted at a more off-road focused Trailhawk version, which is technically a concept car, but it seems production-worthy. Plus, it would easily line up with similar Trailhawk off-road trim levels offered on the Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, Compass, and Renegade SUVs. Thanks for watching.